Beat money. Beat money. Beat money. Beat money. Beat money.
Yeah, there is something wrong. Oh my. Where that sound go? No wonder sister asked me, is it froze? Heck no, it ain't froze. But you can hear me now. Is it unmuted now? Or is it still muted? Test it. There we go. There we go. There we go. There it is. See? You see how important the chat is? Do you see how important the chat is? I be hearing people freak out on their chat. But a little is for nothing. And now it should definitely be unmuted. It should definitely be good to go. I'm gonna catch my sister. She'll tell me. Oh yeah. 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 See, that's what you call communication. And let's go. Anyways, I saw these advertisements concerning a Shirley Strawberry. I did. I saw them. I pondered on them. I did. But I ain't bite yet. Because I was busy paying more attention to the YSL Young Thugger court case. I really cared less about the music and the back of that really meant nothing to me. I've seen that. I come from that. I know that. That doesn't concern me. What did concern me was on or about the 4th of July. Of course, it wasn't on the 4th, so it would have been a little bit before the 4th. Harvey, the guy that had the long ponytail, the old guy that even the judge respected, he having to jump on some subject matter, on the record too, by the way, that I've been most interested in probably over 35, 40 years of my life. You understand? And when I bring the topic up on social media, Facebook, Twitter, you may get a little bit of a reaction, but most of the time people just blow right over it. And they went back to doing what they were doing. I tell them again, you get the same reaction. However, on this particular day, I strongly advise you, anybody, if you can thumb back to July 2023, I won't forget it, on or about the 4th of July. Most likely it was whatever the business day of the court before the 4th. Harvey, the court case hadn't started yet as far as what you guys were seeing. They were just in their preliminary part of it, pre-trial, if you will. And Harvey brought up what is known as the Christian black codes, aka the black code. And I found that listen, I don't want to say the word interesting, but whatever the word is deeper than that, it baffled me in front of a brother judge. So I was busy, right? Really, really waiting to hope that played out in the, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the people weren't going to watch it then, but when the court case actually got started, and had it would have went the distance or the way that I thought it was going to go, that's the YSL. Finna get to the strawberries. Finna get to the strawberry 1 second. Because someone, they wanted to know kind of how I got here, right? So I really, really, really thought that junk was going to come out. Not junk. I'm sorry. That's not the right word. I thought that message was going to come out during the court case. And it did not. So I lost interest in it. Okay. And for the record, I do think Saga took a sucker duck move at the very end. His lawyer was going to walk him out that courtroom straight up. If your lawyer is willing to take the chance in getting locked up due to an ex parte, which means they cheated, that's a lawyer, but that's also money. All right, putting that aside, that was the end of the YSL. So that's where I was at. Meanwhile, I don't like Steve Harvey. Hey, Ms. J. Isis, son. Messiah Bradley, brother Bradley. Brain, yeah, y'all need to catch up with that, brother. I'll come to that a little bit later on. I don't like Steve Harvey. I'm old school. I'm old enough to know why and understand why I don't like or care for. I shouldn't say like. I don't care for Steve Harvey. Okay. But if I did come by the Steve Harvey show and Shirley Strawberry herself started laughing, her laugh made me laugh. And that's how Shirley Strawberry became Shirley Strawberry. Now, I remember something to the notion of Shirley Strawberry's getting married again. I remember. I remember, as we say. I didn't do no extensive background. It don't look, I be living my life just like you be living your life. Those of us that pay attention to certain things, we pay attention to certain things. People that don't pay attention to nothing, they're going to talk shit to people that pay attention to things. That comes with it. It's no problem. Nothing to trip about. Right? But I knew the dude kind of was a little strange to me. But who am I? I didn't think nothing else about it. By the time all hell had broke loose, and let me put this on the record, off of some of y'all's advice that's been in the chat, some of y'all that came by, you guys gave me some advice. I don't know what the other people do. Anybody that know me know you wouldn't tell if I'm up or down. I stay the same, right? I keep it 100. Yeah, right? I went and did some homework. I cannot, or at least I don't think I can play what I heard. I don't think so. If I find out that I can, I will, right? Nevertheless, Those of y'all that's been following, you're going to know what I'm talking about here in a couple of seconds. I went totally building a mental case of checking the 4 or 5 players that's involved. I'm not talking about the people that's connected to Nesto's case. I'm talking about the people that's connected through somehow phone calls from prison. They asses done got caught slipping on the phone. That's my case profile. Nesto, Mother Strawberry, Sonya, Dre, Dion, a lawyer, and this other dude who named Lamont. I'm trying to remember the dude that came to visit him. He hasn't played that big of a role in it. His name slips my memory. Okay. And Sylvia. All right. Now, that's what I'm working with. Okay. Now, doing my homework real recently here, I heard a young lady explaining how she went to go get a job with Nesto through a lady by the name of Mrs. Jones. Make a long story short, for any of you, your babies, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, Daryl. See, I love my chat, man. Daryl. Thank you, Miss J.E.J. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Daryl. Okay. If you just have a love for the female species as a human being, and somebody asks you, other than your doctor, and even how he come out his mouth, better be on some doctor shit, right? Asks you to come out your clothes 3 times, 2 in one day, and then the following morning, the 3rd time. Talking about, I want to climb on top of you in the back of a vehicle on my property. And let me see if YouTube will let me slide with it this way, since I'm dealing with grown folk. He told her, according to her now, allegedly, I believe her, I think so, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. Maybe y'all wrong, maybe y'all not. Allegedly said he wanted to, and I'm going to keep it PG, let himself go inside her. And was using his wife right up there. He was using her as coverage. Then I saw a video of him being Nesto, in some water that did appear, because he said it appear to be green, and was saying something to the effect of, I'm washing away all thy sins And then if y'all ain't rocking with him, if you scared of him, that was the main thing I circled around in my head. He said scared. If you scared, he don't want you around. Now, I took that and matched it up. You have to see inside my head how I operate this thing, right? I matched it back up to what the sister said. Then I matched back up to what he said. And then I left it alone. I came back to my laboratory here because one of the chatters said, I need an agenda. What's your agenda? My first thought was just, see, I got a problem. And my wife constantly gets on to me. That's why she don't take me nowhere, right? I ain't lying. That's why she don't take me nowhere. I pull up on my own car, though. I pull up on my own car, right? I often have gotten into trouble because I'll say the first thing that comes to my mind on something. Just, what do you think? Right? Like, no, you can't say that like that. You can't, Kaazon, you can't talk like that. You have to keep everything nice and smooth and keep it toned down. And I'd be like, oh, well, shoot, my bad. I mean, if I look at something, remember when I told y'all a week ago, I said, when you know the nature of something, you know what it's capable of. Simple. Right? I looked into old boy's nature, right? Not that nature. We don't rock like that. His nature being. That's a human. It's part of the human family, right? Right? And I waited. And then I left it alone again. Came back into my laboratory. And I went back through some of these things that I was sharing with you guys that were interesting to me, right? Then comes along, what should we call her? What should we call her? There she is. The Sonya, who definitely has more than one personality. Certified. Sonya, Sonya, and then I've seen some real groovy other personalities that people have put in the chat. Sonya. You mean? Right? And I paid closely attention to her only because at first I was following. Oh, this is the chick he used to holler at out there, and she tracked him down, and found out he's in jail and, want to know what can she do to help. That's the way I mean, it doesn't matter if I sympathize, agree, or disagree. The main thing is I understand that. I could have, that would have paid me, no more mind. Until I overheard Nesto confiding in Sonya about his wife. Now, here's where shit get tricky. There's only probably about 2 people in the chat, maybe 3, possibly maybe 5, Two I know for sure that actually know me. And they know if we were sitting out in front of the bodega enjoying a cigar, having a sip of something, and somebody leaned over and said, yeah, man, hell yeah. So I was with my side chick, and I told my side chick, my wife ain't shit. Remember when I told you one of the reasons why my wife don't take me nowhere is because nobody never knows what I'm going to say. It's always on the edge. Oh, nieces, nephew, the children, and everything. I don't be starting no shit. I ain't no shit starter. But if that was to happen, I probably would just tell you, you ain't shit. And then probably press a little further. Hold on, let me get this right. Because I like to ask questions to make sure. Let me make sure I got this right. You got with your side chick, and you told your side chick your wife ain't shit. If I could stomach that part, what did she say? She agreed. Oh, that's the end. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Then, once he opened that door, because he did open it, and now he gave her a superficial right to now talk wife shit to him. Talk shit on Shirley. Lie on Shirley. It's a marriage club. There's codes of conduct. You have your vows and all that. That's all. I had a big wedding. I had a medium wedding. I had a small wedding. I ain't had no wedding. Whatever. Inside of that, there's still a code of conduct. Brothers. To the brothers. There's a code of conduct. It's been established a long time ago. There are certain organizations you can't even be a part of for carrying yourself in such a way, even if you're in the midst of the storm. He opened up the door for that woman to disrespect his wife. And not one time thus far that I came across, he ever checked her. All right, from there, all of you guys, or most of you guys, was already in this subject, already breaking it down. There are other plenty. I'm talking about I call them the big girls crew. Well, I think there's maybe a guy or two in there somewhere. Maybe one. I don't know. Maybe two. Right. And but most of the perspective I got was from the females on Sonya's ass. And I say kudos. Because the sister can get away with saying something to Sonya that at least myself as a man, I can't, you know what I'm saying? That'd be crossing the line. Right? And there ain't no line. Right? So the sister and them done blessed her pretty good. But then, what caught my attention is her own personal private investigation she started having with him. Then, when she talked to him or suggested that he make her power of attorney, fine, there might be a lot of people that's really just into the drama part, slap her. He need to be put da 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 da. But I'm breaking them down into little bits or pieces. You gave your side chick power of attorney, which thus therefore could open up some doors into your personal life, Nesto, for sure, but also subsequently and consequently, your wife's life. All right. Now, he's married to a prompt woman. Meanwhile, you got a whole nother crew running around out here that all black men ain't shit. Negroes ain't nothing, man. Rah. You got the rappers out here. They on that Negro. Everything is. I really want to say what I really want to say. They on that got doggone ninja kill ninja. You know what I'm saying? They ain't talking no history. They ain't talking none of that. They done made up in their mind that's that. And they sisters are B's and H's. And Sonya's always saying, don't say nothing. It's all just out there. Anyway, I looked and realized that she had opened up her own investigation on him. The hunt for the phone. There are people in the chat that disagree with me. That's fine. I'm standing 10 toes down. She freaky deep with the lawyer. Why wouldn't she? What is she? What is she? What is her nature? What's her nature? I'll let you answer the other part. What's her nature? I believe she was on. I played the call where she was talking about on the phone with him at 4 a.m. in the morning. She didn't never have any straight up information to pass on from lawyer to her and her to Nesto. You understand? She never had it. She never had the lawyer. Hey, listen, A, B, and C, okay? Okay? Somebody has to take the corresponding liability. All right, so we need to find somebody. Tell him that. And she go to him and say, da-da-da-da. Nope. You know what happened? Nesto would be talking, and just so happened she would remember, oh yeah, well he said so don't give me that. Don't give me her in the all right, now, let me say this, because I'm fair. I will try to look at the flip side to something. Those of y'all that's on the wagon of K Factor, she didn't sleep with him. She has one thing she's trying to do. She's lying. She's making that up. She's making that up to make Nesto jealous. And / or the bloggers, the audience, the listeners, the chats. Well, I don't think so. Because at the timing of some of this, was taking place, I really believe at one time she was convinced he was going to get out. And that's going to be somewhere on or about that November to, I'm going to say, New Year's Day. Okay. Of 2022. I really believe she thought he was going to get out. When he didn't get out then, and we crossed over into January, where I've done most of my work at, starting in January of 2023, all the things that transpired was epic. And the timing, the high and the low. Meanwhile, Sonya's standing in the shoes of a 35-year plus 10-year law experience expert. She's an expert on the subject. Which subject? Hell, I don't know. Okay, that's true, Sweet. Sweet say you're listening to a one-sided conversation. That's true. I cannot think of one argument I can make on the fly to debunk that. I don't think the lawyer was that stupid. I don't know him neither personally. I just know one thing for a fact concerning him. Before that ship went down, he wanted his bread. 2, Sweet, let me ask you this. What, I don't know, in about, 10 words or less, what was Sonya and the lawyer's relationship? Meaning, was she a mule? Was she like a translator? Lawyer talked to her. She talked, thuggish to him. He speak mumble jumble back to her. She decipher it and then take it back to him. What was their connection then? What was her connection? That's my question. Or anybody can. I believe she did. She put some emphasis in it. Okay. It's almost like if you know how to drive a stick shift. She put her shoulders and back into it when she was changing the gears. She did that. She did.
And then they just, as soon as they like somebody, it's automatic. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to remember, she's talking to Nesto. 2, here's my issue. If she took the chance and I mean, this could be good right here. This is gonna be good. If she took the chance to make him jealous and he pushed her ass out and got another one of his female friends to replace her, there's no Sonya. There's no story there. There's nothing. I probably would be up on here, but I probably would definitely 100% be having a whole nother conversation on a whole nother subject matter, right? So her chancing to make him jealous, because remember now, they're semi-strangers to one another. This is not Erica. This ain't nobody he done spent a good 10, 15, 20 years spinning the block with from time to time. Right? Even from their introduction to her in the hospital, to him driving the RV down to go see her, was far and few in between. It wasn't nothing consistent, right? So she's talking to her man. So she gonna watch her tongue. But listen.
Something, And I'm like, no, we're not. Even if I fucked you, that does not mean that we're something. Please be clear. We would have a conversation.
I'm talking about, now, if y'all say right here, Because there's two ways you could part this with me, and I could ride with either one of them. Somebody can jump on and say, I agree, because no matter what she did with him, she did it at the order of Nesto. I'm going to search for the call where I know I have it. I just can't remember what I titled it up under. But I can sure tell you, when he was all excited, when he wanted to hear her. Remember, he was back over at Fulton, and he had that little minute where he could get on the phone, and he kept telling her, "Hey, listen, we can talk freely here. You know, we good to go right here. Like, you know, tell me what how it went down." And I'm thinking to myself, no movie, no street, never in my life that's in the street, in life, or on the movie have I ever seen a pimp go ask one of his or her employees, how was it? What'd you do? How long you did it? What he was like? What you was like? They're not there for that, right? They're not there for that.
Conversation to say that we're something. That's how that goes. If we don't have the conversation, actions don't mean anything, because anybody can fuck and not be an idol. Anybody.
And wait a minute. And y'all are also telling me that no way under the sun that lawyer is just made up. He never had no feelings for her. He never wanted to go out and eat. It sounds like to me he's wanting more, and she the one not trying. Wait a minute. Hold on. Sweet says she was the mediator between Nesto and the lawyer. Okay, cool. Roger that. Nesto perpetrating wealth to Sonya. So she wanted him and his, Shirley, money. Well, let's discuss that for a second. Shirley's money, yes. I believe, although that means I don't know, and neither do I have any supporting evidence, I believe that she didn't, once she knew who he was married to, basically that's where the money was coming from. Not so much that Nesto had his great big old thing going on where he had his own money. All right. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. Nothing to pull hair about, right? But I'm talking about the communication between Sonya and the lawyer. I'm asking, was it made up? Do you think the lawyer and her was talking in this type of manner? Let me be quiet.
As soon as they like somebody, it's automatic, you know what I'm saying? We something, you know? And I'm like, no, we're not. Even if I fucked you, that does not mean that we're something. Please be clear. We would have to have a conversation to say that we're something. That's how that goes. If we don't have the conversation, actions don't mean anything, because anybody can fuck and not be an idol. Anybody can talk. You can talk to somebody for 2 months and not be an item, you know? And you have to talk about any and everything. That doesn't make you an item. And I hate the assumption that just because you talk to me and I'm single, that we're doing something.
What's up, Cecile? What's up? We in deep thought. Come on in. Come on in. Now, Sonya went through a lot of emphasis there. And again, I'm trying to get to the side of it was made up. She was just trying to make Nesto jealous. Because right now, I ain't buying that. That's why I'm posing the question, especially to y'all veterans of this subject. Y'all the Supreme Court. Didn't I tell y'all at the beginning when my mic was all messed up? I'm a beginner. I'm brand new to this. Okay, says none of us in the chat take anything Sonya says seriously. Okay, fair enough. However, in listening,
That's how that goes. If we don't have a conversation, actions don't mean anything because anybody can fuck and not be an idol.
if she was talking to if the lawyer was questioning her on if her and Nesto had did something, I could maybe follow what y'all saying. That's not what's going on here, though. Not at all. Not at all. That's not what's going on here. Not here.
As soon as they like somebody, it's automatic. You know what I'm saying? We something, you know? And I'm like, no, we're not. Even if I fucked you, that does not mean that we're something. Please be clear. We would have to have a conversation to say that we're something.
And y'all saying, no, they ain't do nothing. She's making that up to make make Nesto jealous. All right.
That's how that goes. If we don't have a conversation, actions don't mean anything because anybody can fuck and not be an idol. Anybody can talk. You can talk to somebody for 2 months and not be an item. You know?
Let me see if I can submit this to the chat Supreme Court. What about the times when she be holding up the lawyer's end, meaning Nesto and his son at one time was ready to nut up on the lawyer. And she kept pushing them off of him, saying how good of a job, I don't give a darn, even with them both double teaming her. She maintained her position. That lawyer Shirley paid for got the money and didn't do nothing. And this lawyer has came in, which we know by now. I mean, we know now. It ain't hitting no shit now. But she knew. So she says, hey, Kaazon, he was just getting the info to get sweet, kind Shirley away from those two shady criminals. Okay. All right. I'll enter that in. I'll enter it. Okay. So let me see. Hold on, Seceding. We might can agree to something. If so, and a part of him, because you said he was just getting the info. In the process of him getting the info, you don't think he was trying to pick him up a little bit on the side? I mean, Nesto is locked up. That's no way impossible under the sun. Sonya just...
We something, you know? And I'm like, no, we're not. Even if I fucked you, that does not mean that we're something. Please be clear. We would have to have a conversation to say that we're something. That's how that goes. If we don't have a conversation, actions don't mean anything because anybody can fuck and not be an idol. Anybody can talk. You can talk to somebody for 2 months and not be an item. You know? And you have to talk about any and everything. That doesn't make you an item. And I hate the assumption that just because you talk to me and I'm single, that we're doing something. Because I don't have that conversation with you. I don't have the, I miss you, I can't wait to see you. I don't have those conversations with you. I don't have any conversations that will even make you think that we're going that way. I just talk.
And there you have it. However, Seceding says, remember, I told you that, wait a minute, let me catch back up with it. I told you that was only because she was instrumental in finding him, the lawyer. True. But I thought Kay, you look at Sonya and see more than Mother Jefferson. Oh, all we've heard Sonya do with several men is try to get a reaction from Nesto. Well, so see, you will agree then. Let me ask you this. Let me ask it this way. She's talking to us based on her interviews, nothing more. Okay. All right. So for the last time,
and then
she's talking to y'all.
Like somebody, it's automatic. You know what I'm saying? We something, you know? And I'm like, no, we're not. Even if I fucked you, that does not mean.
And you're saying that the lawyer never once said to her or ever got the feeling or the notion, because we know how she act. I think we all together on that. You can hear her mom telling her, go sit your fast ass down some goddamn well. God dang, go sit your fast ass down. If you come from an old enough school. Right. You're saying that whether it was pretend, I'm gonna play a certain role, I'm gonna be Shirley's informant, whatever under the sun. Y'all are saying that he never, not even once, even made a pass at her. And that this is her talking to you guys and it's all made up. And the part that she made up is specifically for those people who watched the interview. No more, no less.
Somebody, it's automatic. You know what I'm saying? We something, you know? And I'm like,
he never thought that. Therefore, her reaction wasn't never.
we're not. Even if I fucked you, that does not mean that we're something.
I mean, I feel y'all on. I mean, we already went over one where it was just live right there in our face when Nesto really did kind of like he let his guard down. I had somebody in the chat saying, no, he didn't never had no feelings for her. I can't rock with that. I'm saying maybe not now, but those of us, let me say us, because I am too, that's aware of the last calls that have came out and whatnot. We kind of got a general idea of what it sounds like now. But for someone to say that Nesto didn't have no feelings for her, I find that hard. I find that hard to believe. I find it hard to believe. Kate, you are talking about a woman with a. I'm not. No, ma'am, Ceci. No. No. We're gonna look at no. I'm gonna try to get through this because I have to. Sweet says he never gives her a react. Okay. And then Sweet came back and said, no, he didn't. All right. I know what you're talking about on that one, Sweet. You saying no, he never did make a pass. He never said not one thing out the way. He never looked at her. He never wanted her. He never wanted her, period. And that all that she was just mentioning to Nesto was made up and / or for the people that are watching her. All right. Kay, you're talking about a woman with a poop issue. With a womb, okay, a worn out ponytail. 1970s, hold it now. I was born in the 70s. Don't do that. 1970s clothes with nothing. I said, she done said nothing. going on. We don't think he had feelings for. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see what else you're going to say. You don't think he had feelings for. Oh, I thought I was finna see a butt. She sent a few old pics. He got excited, but never ever claimed her. Who we talking about now? Sweet came back and says, Nesto has always called Sonya coach. That's true. She. Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. Not only him, me too. That's who I'm talking to up there. Nesto has always called Sonya coach, but she wanted him to call her his main squeeze. He hasn't said that to her yet. He hadn't said that to her at that time. Well, I tell you what then. We're going to take a look at this.
I'm supposed to go out tonight, too.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't think I can do it.
We're going to watch boy get
what
jiggy.
What is the purpose of all of that going on?
Let me move out of his way.
Just having fun?
Come on, Kay. Come over here.
What is it?
Because I've been sitting in the house so long. I've been in the house for, 2 years, just really not doing anything.
Okay.
And so because I used to be more...
Now, all the sisters that's been giving their perspective on what a Sonya is and who wasn't and who ain't studying her. Let me ask you this question. Is Nesto in his feelings right here on this? Is his feelings for her getting the best of him? That's the question. You tell me now.
Active. I don't want to get into a funk where I just... Because it's just me sitting around the house by myself. So it's like...
I got you.
So
no, ain't no wrong with that. I'm saying, is it helping you? Is it therapy? Are you having a good time? Or, are you meeting new people
I have fun when I go out.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm just acting. I can't go nowhere, so I'm just asking.
Yeah, I have fun when I go out. People tell me I'm cute.
Yeah, okay. Well.
Huh? Was he, for her now, in his feelings? Was he? Keep it 100 with me. I got to go sell this other half. Y'all are the Supreme Court. All I can do is present my case to you. Right? Let y'all take a look. See what kind of ruling you come back with. Nesto in his feelings. Cecilia said you go on by one call, but he still asked her a question. Anyone over 40 would ask, especially when they are a nice place, especially when there are nice places to go in the ATL. Are you responding to the part where you're saying where he took out the dinner? Because I thought they just went and had tacos. And there are very nice places. I'm trying to think of that one place I used to go to. And they used to put this big ass shark on the drink and whatnot. Very, very nice place. Years ago. Son in the Flesh says, as a man, those questions are definitely signs that he has feelings for. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Let's go to the second half of this. Get it
People
over.
tell me I'm cute.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess my eyes just be on something else then.
I'm talking about he feeling some type of way. They not having no brand new conversation. Yup. If anybody come in the chat and say, yeah, he was pushing her up on female. He was telling her, not females. He was pushing her up on dudes. He was telling her to go ahead and do her thing. Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm talking, I'll just be running my mouth.
Did you see him roll his eyes? You say you didn't? Hold on one second. Maybe he was watching his back. Maybe he thought,
What I'm talking, I'll just be running my mouth.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
My bad, Nesto. My bad. You didn't roll your eye. You were trying to see who was coming up on your 6. Roger that. Return back to base.
For real.
Yeah.
Stuck with you.
Yeah. So I guess when I say that on the telephone, I just be talking. So.
Oh my God! So the blogger sent me a picture.
She went somewhere, but before she did though,
I guess my eye just be on something else than what I'm talking. I'm just be
that girl dead leg. Here she come. Dun 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 dun. Huh? She knows she got him. Although there were people that were arguing and say no, she didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to argue and say, yeah, she got him. And him feeling some type of way. But Seceding says nope. He knows no one is telling Mother Jefferson she cute. Okay. Sweet says no, he's not. Nesto said, what is the purpose of this? He didn't care that she was going out that night. He didn't. Sweet. Unfortunately, us women oftentimes take that to mean someone is interested, but nothing says he was interested. To come back and say, men that are interested will let her know. She begs constantly for attention, and to get a response, he gave her nothing. I'm saying Sonya was going out to holes in the wall. He knows where she was going, was not hitting on nothing. And Sweet says, I agree. All right, well, let's see. Let's see here. Let's see how this go then. Let's see how this go.
Okay. Well, I guess my eye just be on something else than what I'm talking. I'll just be running my mouth. Yeah.
That girl came up on that screen so nice and smooth. She came up so close to him, so smooth. All I'm talking about, I wish my thing would just let me just back it back, but it won't let me do it. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But yeah, she came up for that close-up shot.
Something else than what I'm talking. I'll just be running my mouth.
Wham.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows she got him. She knows she got him.
Yeah. So I guess when I say that on the telephone,
and then lean back on his ass.
Talking. So.
Oh my God! So the blogger sent.
Cause listen, let me ask y'all this then, women. If that man is talking shit about his wife to her, wouldn't she know he ain't shit? I'm saying woman to woman code, or y'all can't say. It's classified. Don't ask y'all. My fault. My bad.
Sent me a picture.
Of what?
Of the girl, the young girl.
What?
She be all on her page. We was talking and she was telling me something. And I was like, well, I don't know who anybody looks like because I've never met anybody when he was out. I've only seen him by himself. She was like, oh, I'll send you a picture of her. And I was like, you really don't have to. I don't need to see her. There's no need. She sent.
Now, I know what that was all about. And of course, let her put on her glasses.
4 pictures of her.
That's Sonya. Y'all telling me that she ain't had that man in his feeling. Y'all saying he didn't care where she was going with hitting on nothing. All right. You sure though? I'm talking about he switched ears and everything. He could have been moved on to the next subject. The scene before that, he was talking about the bond. He was on the bond. And then he mentioned how she looked. And she responded with where she was supposed to be going that night. And my boy, as he say, went Pluto, whatever that shit he said. So he said that was the purpose of his question, because when he thought she was going to networking event, he was excited. You saw Smooth, I saw looking crazy. Wait a minute, Smooth, Smooth, you saw Smooth, I saw looking, I saw Smooth, you saw looking crazy in the face. But remember, I grew up in a big city. I'm from, yeah, that last part. I grew up in a big city. Okay. Sweet says, I disagree. Son in the flesh. He's in jail and has nothing else to talk about. No, because Sonya is what we call a home wrecker. Okay, that's something that y'all saying to each other. Okay. Yes, they will, especially if they using them. You have this same one call holding on to this like a bone. Hey, listen, it's part of my case. It's part of my agenda case. Cause I figure like this right here, I'm still stuck on this. Had that boy would have told that girl, hey, listen, I'm glad you found me. It's good you did and everything. But right now, I'm jacked up. I have to see you when I see you. That would have made sense. Instead, he yanked his attention, claiming that his wife, Shirley, he claimed she wasn't built like that. Craziest thing I ever heard. He swore up and down she couldn't handle whatever it was that he needed to be handled, even though Shirley was handling it. I'm standing on when that man realized by some of the way that girl was questioning him and some of the other acts and how she was dealing with him on certain subject matters. In jail, not in jail, a little bit in jail, close to jail. He should have had did something. He should have did something. He ain't do nothing. He just sat there. He just sat there, fam. And I'm talking about, and watch his whole, or what was left anyway, go down that goddamn RV drain hole that girl got up in that truck. And I disagree that this whole scenario of him not having any feelings for, I know he did. I mean, in the end, at that particular time, what else did he have? Okay, even if it was for the money, for some money on the books and whatnot, yeah, he can need her. That doesn't negate the fact that he could also, I mean, he said he loved her. I mean, look, fam, men don't, listen, call it what you want to call it. Men don't throw the word love around like that. Yeah, that is true, sweet. I do. Money can handle anything. Hey, but now,
Okay.
my boy right here.
You should have been doing this all last week. You should have been doing all.
That's fine. Don't matter. As long as I do it before 1 o'clock tomorrow, it don't matter. The sooner, the later, the better, because it's fresh.
Now, this is just an example here of, in my opinion, He should have knew. There's a few more before this, but he definitely should have knew his ass in trouble.
In her head. How about that?
Okay, let's talk about
What
this.
what
What are you trying to do? Because you're moving too
I
fast.
just want you to give me the address. So I can give it to her.
2155 Bent Creek. I don't understand.
2021 55.
Yes.
All those numbers. 20215.
Yes, 2155. 2155.
Thank you.
2155.
Bent Creek. Right?
I feel like I'm finna burn up in hell right now.
Oh, shut up. Bent Creek. What was it? Bent Creek what? Drive?
Manor.
Should I look up? Okay.
Now, I wanted to do this that way. On that last clip, them two, I showed you feelings. I cannot, you heard him question her down on that last. He asked her about 5 questions. Is it to help you? Are you having fun? Are you just doing something? Are you meeting new people? What is it? Now that he found out what it is, a part of what it is he dealing with, she getting flipped with him.
Okay.
And got him feeling like he burning in hell.
You should
So
have
what
been
was
doing this. You should have been doing this all last week. You should have been doing all.
That's fine. Don't matter. As long as I do it before 1 o'clock tomorrow, it don't matter. The sooner, the later.
She never did anything on time. I'm gonna say this last thing, and then I'm gonna lay that lawyer part down, because you are right. The court is right. Chat, I don't see it right up there now, but someone said to me, Kaazon, you're trying to prove that case off that one call. Well, that's one of them. That's the hottest one to me, where she just spoke what it is. However, I believe y'all came down with a ruling. You said it never happened. What do they call that thing? What is it called? A non anyway, I'm not going to put much brain into it. I'm going to accept your ruling that her, Sonya, never ever did anything with the lawyer. They were never about to do anything. The lawyer had absolutely zero feelings for her. It was just she was just playing the part as a messenger and a coach. I think I saw that on the record somewhere up there. And that it was all fabricated, and it was not only meant for Nesto, it was for the listening audience. That whole thing, of that one clip I played with her updating the status quo of her dealings with the lawyer. Now, she does later fall the hell out on him. She does fall out. That comes later. She fall out like a doggone girlfriend. But anyway, I'm going to accept the court's ruling. The Supreme Court finds Sonya guilty of lies about the lawyer. Say less, sweet. Say less. If Dion thought his dad was remotely interested, he would not have called her that weirdo. um, let me pull myself together. Yeah, Dion did. Dion said a lot more. But I want to make sure I got this on. The Supreme Court has came down with a ruling to see stop trying to get me in trouble. All right. I'm trying to close out this whole thing about the lawyer. The Supreme Court came down with a ruling. I believe, although I don't see it right now, I believe there's at least 2 more that agree. They say that there's 52 watching. God doggone it. I'm going to have to just show. Boy, I sure want to, but I don't have any more evidence like that to present, Yana. So I'm gonna have to withdraw that. That means after tonight, that clip or this subject between Sonya and the lawyer has hereby gone. Now, Nesto's feelings for Sonya and Sonya's feelings for Nesto. It's make-believe. I understand the twisting and the twines of them jiving, trying to jive each other, pick each other's brain, see where each other's at. You know what I'm saying? Yup, somebody mentioned it up there earlier. Sonya definitely was turning the pressure on. She definitely was trying to get him to god doggone agree to something that he wasn't going to agree to at that time. I understand that. He couldn't. He couldn't. He couldn't. He couldn't if he wanted to. Because at that time, him and Shirley was still one, he still needed Shirley.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, he sent the audio responding saying, I'm on the phone talking to a married man. He don't trust me and called me a bitch.
I told you.
Who said that?
Your son, Dion. Is you not reading the chat? You ain't got her in here reading the chat? What did Seceding say up there? You know where we were heading to. That was the next thing up on the docket. Seceding said if Dion thought his dad was remotely interested, he would not have called her that weird hoe. And that he did. And then, to add more.
That's what he said.
He said what now?
I'm going to tell you again.
He sent the audio responding saying, I'm on the phone talking to a married man. He don't trust me and called me a bitch.
Who said that?
Your son.
That's what he said.
He said what now?
Tell him again.
That's what he said.
Tell him again.
He sent me an audio.
Sonya, just tell him again.
This is what it's pending. It didn't came through yet. He sent me an audio response saying, I'm on the phone talking to married men. He don't trust me, and then he called me a bitch.
That what he said?
Yep. And
She sound like Nesto. Y'all ever hear Nesto when he be on the phone, like when Dre went to go get Shirley, and he be on the phone going, yep. She sound like him. He done rubbed off on her. But look at here. So see, according to Sonya, Dion said more than that.
all right. So, yeah, he sent the audio responding saying, I'm on the phone talking to a married man. He don't trust me and called me a bitch.
Now, let me ask you a question. So see, it's going to challenge that up there. So see, I'm finna challenge you. Or if Dion thought, let me make sure I ain't skip over nobody else. Dre would have called her something if he was not being recorded. Yep, I know exactly the call you're talking about. When he confronted Nesto about why he went and told Sonya about what happened with him out there in the woods and shit. So he says, where were the kids Sonya was watching full time and the dog? I don't know, but you know that itself. It's funny you ask that. It's funny you ask that because I'm not gonna lie. The more and more out of control the man case was becoming, the more she was bringing up shit. They was on him about something, some naughty on something, and then they mentioned something dealing with a dog, animal dog, and the judge talking about don't be around dogs and right. Then Sonya turned right back around and say something to the effect of, "Yeah, I'm sitting here playing with the kids and the dog." Crazy. See, said Sonya was what Judge Mathis called game jailhouse game. Okay. If Dion thought he was interested, he would not have had salt and pepper on the line while no. At that time, Dion was at full-fledged war, but he knew his father. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna get down to that comment 1 second. Yeah, when Dion put salt and pepper on that phone, listen, he was at full all-time war with Sonya. But he had to do it in a respectful way to a certain point because he know his father. We got to give him that. He know his father. Even if he came into his life later on, 13, 14, by then he knew his father. But did he lie? Not at all. Nesto doesn't sound bothered. Oh yeah, you talking about on this clip here? No. Because it's funny you say that, Miss Clark. No, that wasn't Miss Clark. That was Cecile. Because, in my opinion, he rolled with Sonya. See, Sonya was already having a back and forth with him about that salt and pepper. See, Dion peeped what was up. Everybody did. I was just about to mess up and say poor Nesto. That would have been a violation. Unfortunately, Nesto isn't privy to what we have in front of us. He doesn't have access. Somebody literally has to play it for him. Okay. Yeah, Dion might have been Team Shirley, but Dion's, he was on some slick shit, you know what I'm saying, concerning that truck and whatnot. Like, hey, it happens. Father and son, what can I say? I'll just leave that there. However, Isa said, listen, we all had to take a break from listening to Nesto. We were all starting to say shit like him. Shaking my head. Cecile said, Sonya was lying. She was in her apartment doing nothing as usual. Okay, I might can rock with you on that. He knows when his daddy is interested in someone. Hey, listen, when that girl that I was telling y'all about earlier, if you was here, who I listened to, explain how Nesto attempted to make her strip 3 different times. First interview, second interview, both held in the same day, and then the next day to actually come to work. His son was up in there. She mentions his son. That's all I'm going to say. He mentioned his son. I'll just leave that right there. Dion was Team Shirley. Yeah, to a degree. Nothing was respectful about the way he did it. Sonya was on the phone sounding crazy. Succeeding agreed with Isa. Ms. JJ said, right, Succeeding. Look how Dion spoke on into Shirley. Very respectful and different. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I still stand on there was still about 1.5 calls that, in my opinion, I wish wasn't out there with Dion and concerning Dion and Shirley. Mainly about the truck. Also, when he made the phone call to Shirley with his dad quietly on the phone. I mean, but if Dion was to stand in front of me and say, who I'm gonna rock with, her or my dad, I guess I can understand him saying his dad. I mean, he also made a lot of promises about hitting her up and was going to check on her. Remember when Nesto was breaking that down? He ain't never go by and check on her. He kept telling her he was. He never did. He said he was going to come take her out to go get something to eat. He never did. He was going to bring her the backup car before the truck got into it. He was going to bring her something else to ride in. He never did. So, respectfully, I'll put in front of the court before y'all come down on a ruling that he missed strawberry goody shoes. I want y'all to hold up a second before you come down on a ruling, if you will. Cecina said, we have seen personal interviews of women he tried to run game. He thought he could motivate Sonya to do something. She failed. Absolutely. You know what? Absolutely. Absolutely. I can totally 100%. I'm talking about, didn't that one time Nesto tell her, you know, Sonya, a lot of things that you said was going to happen didn't never happen, didn't never come true. I'm gonna find that and whatnot. This is that we have seen. I already read that one. Sonya kept saying, "I'm going to end up with egg on my face." Yeah, I got some egg. She got some egg on her face. She was constantly messing with him about the egg. Who's going to have egg in their face? I think I got a little egg in your face here. I think you got a little egg here in your face here. Egg in your face. What? Egg in your face. She was playing with that boy head, some kind of awful. But I tell you one thing though, he gave her the ammunition to do just that. He gave her the ammunition to power of attorney. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Power of attorney. He gave a power of attorney now. Some of y'all may not know what a goddamn power of attorney is and what its powers are or not. You can't just do any and everything forever. There is time limits on it. But my goodness. Power of attorney. Oh, man, that gave that girl so many keys to unlock and go into so many doors. He better be glad she wasn't that smart. I mean, she's semi-smart, but not that, you know what I mean? Like, not like that. Not like that, she not. Here's the power of attorney. Yeah, and I want you to go and see, and he all, boy. And she recording the calls. Man, listen.
Police came.
I like this
my
part.
Car. I was at the salon getting my hair done. They rolled up, took my car. I had to have my stylist take me home. I had to move in with friends. I lost my house. I lost everything. Oh, and I have to tell you this too. Like on the day, July 4th, we were having dinner with friends, and we were going to watch the fireworks after that. And so the fireworks didn't happen that night because it was like a terrible, terrible storm, so the fireworks got canceled. And when I look back, I see now that was kind of a...
I think Miss J&G, Sonya was very lazy, always yapping about what she could do, but did nothing. I stand on this. That girl was a law and order expert. I know how a person, even if they only took paralegal studies, which is not a lawyer, hell, they the baddest on the planet to me. They should get paid more than what they get paid. Because they're the ones that actually get in and do the footwork. Right? She never spoke not one word. No legal, or what they call, I'm finna call it legal language, but the real word for it is legalese. I never heard her speak not one set of legalese. No, not one. Not one. Right? Meanwhile,
metaphor for what was about to happen in my life. The thunderstorms were coming. They were coming. The next day was the last time I saw him. He was arrested the very, very next day. I didn't even know he was arrested.
Now, I was wondering what Shirley was going at with that one. Nesto's arrest date, I'm very familiar with the 4th of July. That's my anniversary. Putting that aside, though. Nesto started this jail thing on July the 7th. I always wondered, did Shirley misspeak right there? Cecily said, remember, he had no options. No Shirley, no Dre, no Dion, no Lamont. All he had was Laverne and... You wrong for that. Laverne and Shirley. Sonya and Mrs. Doubtfire, a.k.a. IS. Infamous Sylvia. Man, you bet. All right. Now you don't want Sylvia on you now. I'm just joking. I'm just playing around. Anyway, back to my point I was finna make here. Now, that's what Shirley said happened, right? And then on the very, hold on, let me back out. But this was so crazy. When I listened to the dialogue that he has with Sonya, that's crazy how he would take the very conversation him and his wife was talking about, get off the phone and then pick the conversation back up. But oh God, that's out there. That is out there. Now, where did I have that up under? No, it ain't that. No, it ain't that. She already broke it down. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. I might be wrong here.
Be legally separated. That's estranged, and that's what you're called until you're divorced. You're called estranged.
Okay. That's what I want to hear. Yeah.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. Okay, cool.
Oh.
What that mean?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know how y'all were before you went to jail. So I don't know if it was a great situation.
You just told me what estranged me. That means that shit is coming. That's what that means.
Right. Yeah, I'm just saying. This is what I'm saying.
You know what? Nesto's dumbness sometimes really helped him out, because if he would have responded so many times in so many different ways, he'd have played right into her damn hand.
I don't know if this situation is what crushed it. You get me? If it was good before the jail thing happened and then it destroyed it. And that's why I say all. Because if it was already on the rocks and it's just added to it, then that's just, eye-opening. But if y'all were good, and don't say nothing because it ain't nobody's business, that's why I say that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what
Nesto, he like, I don't know for real. He know where she was trying to head at, but that's not the exact one I want. Oh my goodness gracious almighty. What did I put it up under? That junk was funny to me. My boy stopped all air in the room. Yes, he did. Yes, sir. It's right on the subject. I can't believe it's that far down, and I don't feel like playing that whole video just to get to that part right there. I bet you this is the exact same one. I'm gonna try this.
When I look back,
Oh no, Shirley. Oh no, Shirley. I know what happened when you look back, baby. I know what happened when you look back. I'm messing up a little bit, Shirley. My fault, baby. You when you did look back, it was storming, right? You'll never forget it. Gotcha. Uh-huh. And he not forgetting either, Shirley, because he's still in there. This is what I want.
They're trying to bring him in to make the story big, because if they just said Shirley, people would be like, who? Well, they probably tried that. And
See what I'm saying? See how my man just be letting that girl just try to make Shirley seem like she a nobody. She ain't like she a little weakling.
bring him in to make the story big, because if they just said Shirley, people would be like, who? Well, they probably tried that and it didn't work. But let me just insert Steve Harvey. And, that's the bigger, thing. So they drug him in on that, which I believe he should be able to sue behind that, because his name shouldn't have been mentioned at all,
And she's definitely right about that motherfucking big ass storm. That motherfucker was huge. She's absolutely about that part. You remember that storm?
No, I was in Florida riding my bike to the beach, and you said you was at a hotel.
Now listen, before he lose it, because he about to lose it, he was playing dumb. He might have been. Sonya reaching, feeling, and trying to get info. Oh, she always trying to do that. She be trying to fill and check him. Y'all be easy, gotta get to bed, gotta early. Hey, listen, I done been there. Listen, son, no doubt, son, I appreciate you sliding through. Catch the rest on the playback later, man. Maybe to get you through work tomorrow. I don't know. But have a good one. Stay easy out there yourself, yeah? Yup. Nesto finna lose it. I really wish, all seriousness, this is one of the clips that I have, a part of a phone call, that I wish I had more insight on.
To make the story big, because if they just said Shirley, people would be like, who? Well, they probably tried that and it didn't work. But let me just insert Steve Harvey. And,
yeah, let me put Steve Harvey in there, because nobody's heard of Shirley.
A bigger, thing. So they drug him in on that, which I believe he should be able to sue behind that, because his name shouldn't have been mentioned at all,
Who he gonna sue? Who he gonna sue? Then he could turn around. I mean, he ain't never talked about nobody. Who Steve Harvey gonna sue?
And she's definitely right about that motherfucking big ass storm. That motherfucker was huge. She's absolutely about that part.
I could have swore she whispered, I don't think it was, but maybe I'm hearing things.
Remember that storm?
No, I was in Florida riding my bike to the beach, and you said you was at a hotel.
Appreciate it, son. Appreciate it again. I appreciate it.
What?
Oh, shit.
Why would you say something like that on the phone line?
Yeah. Oh, I could have think of so much stuff to say right after that.
Florida, riding my bike to the beach.
But I wonder why hold on, let me get this right.
He's definitely right about that motherfucking big ass storm.
Okay, he's agreeing from that last clip that Shirley was absolutely right about that storm. It had to be huge. And because I know I'm Team Shirley, that causes me to have to be lip locked. But I am free to say this. Somebody's trying to make an alibi here. Somebody's trying to come up with an alibi. Now, who was doing the alibying? I know the for who. On this one, I don't know.
That motherfucker was huge.
Shirley said it was huge.
About that part. You remember?
And I could have swore Sonya said just then, I don't think it was. That sounded like some most snarty ass shit she would say.
No, I was in Florida riding my bike to the beach. And
okay. Now, she getting something straight.
You said you was at a hotel.
She was in Florida riding her bicycle. All Nesto asked her was, did she remember that? I know this period in time. This is when the hurricanes and shit was coming really through. Back, and all of this carrying on. And Sonya.
What?
You heard what she said?
Why would you say something like that?
Hold on. Nesto, I'm sorry. I interrupted y'all.
About that part. You remember that?
No, I was in Florida riding my bike to the beach, and you said you was at a hotel.
What?
That's what you texted me.
Why would you say something like that on the phone line?
What? No.
So what was the part? I mean, I don't mind popping this open. I could let the rest of that. Where's my little button at? I could let the rest of that conversation play from right there. Yeah, I could let it play from right there.
You were joking when you said it, because you said it. I'm at a hotel. I was in Florida riding my bike. And I said, I'm not going to hear from you until after the holiday. And then you said you was at a hotel. And I was like, what? And you was like, I'm just playing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so you unless you were, I don't know. You told me you was playing, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well,
I still got the text. So.
What I'm going to say is that, you know what? This is going to be just fine. And life is going to be good. All I got to do is just stand fast.
He's so goddamn soft. So I get it. I get it that he in his current situation, then and now, I totally get it. He couldn't respond the way he would have normally did had he would have been face to face with her. But I tell you, my boy got doggone.
Which is crazy.
What was that all about, though? Okay, so Seaton said, let's see, can we add some light to this? That's when she was talking to the audience. Remember, Tasha K called her a criminal. Oh, yeah, So, see, now I don't know how to... Hold on.
Okay, so what did you get out of it?
I mean, you can listen to it. I taped it for you.
What?
I taped it for you. I recorded it for you.
Oh, okay. I'm saying, but what did you get out of it?
I don't know what was I supposed to get out of it.
Some things we do with gossip, rumor, and hearsay. That's one thing. I've dealt with this for years. But it's not gossip. And it comes from, a reliable source. Then it turns into something different. And so, all of this trending stuff and all this here. And so, after some deliberation, we got together. Now, here's the deal about this strawberry. I have no idea what Shirley's going to say. I told Shirley that it was up to her how she wanted to address it. Along with this as an idea, I didn't do that because we talked about it as a radio family and decided this may be, because it's no longer rumor. It's not gossip or anything. Now, this is not. This is the strawberry letter. And like, being sarcastic when I did the CDs last week. The strawberry letter is, I didn't know.
So see, if you think I don't see you, I do. I see you.
The subject was, I didn't know I was going to be my, which is true. Now, oftentimes I joke about it, because some of these letters sound like I was in it.
For release, it does seem like everyone is coming to you. Coming for you, I should say, at this time, including me. But in reality, the case had nothing to do with what you and Marjorie had going on. It was just me running my mouth in a private conversation, or what I thought was a private conversation. And again, I apologize. It's been terrible. I make no excuses.
But that goddamn Shirley Strawberry kept it 100, boy. My girl just kept it 100. No fluff, just straight down the middle. I thought I was having a private conversation with my husband. Hey, Shirley, at that time, your husband was taking your conversation, sharing it. That's real talk there, Shirley. Go ahead, girl.
I said what I said, and
Miss J, EJ, don't, Don't do that with Cecile. Cecile doing the most now. She doing the most.
there's no denying it. There's no taking it back.
She bought his movies, gym shoes, magazine, pop bottle glasses, and everything else. All right, now you gonna offend Dion now, because Dion got him some shoes not too long ago. Didn't he do so?
And when the phone calls happened, I was trying to stand by my man, be supportive wife, I've been married to this man for 8 years. I had no idea that all this was going on with him. I had no idea. And the charges that he's facing are for...
Now, I heard some people questioning Shirley. Oh, what does she mean? I hate when people do that. Especially people that's never been married before. You don't qualify to get into that. You have to been married before you could qualify. Just saying.
Horrific. They are really bad. I for sure did not want your name mentioned in any kind of way associated with my mess. So I had to call you. I had to tell you it was a hard call for me to make. But I called you. And I want to clear something up, Steve. You did not introduce me to him. I met him through a friend. I should say an ex-friend now. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I had to tell you, he was in jail. It was going to come out. I didn't want you to hear it from anyone else. I wanted you to hear it from me, because I knew once the police and everyone, got involved, and they were already involved, and they found out who his wife was and who she worked with and all of that, and that too, Steve Harvey, it would become, a real big story, because it's your name. And like I told you, Steve, when I called you, I didn't want to call you. I mean, I was embarrassed. I was hurt. I felt so stupid, and, I felt betrayed, humiliated, It was just terrible. I mean, I kept saying to myself, how is this my life? Police and jail and all of this. It was just something that I didn't, I'd never experienced.
Sonya like all that shit. She into all that shit. Police, jail, going in there and singing, don't say nothing.
Anything like this. The police came, they took my car. I was at the salon getting my hair done. They rolled up.
That was messed up right there. Nesto. Man to man, you should have been straight in tears. You should have been straight in tears when you heard that. You should have had a snot rag all up in your gonzo, your toucan.
Huh? Took my car. I had to have my stylist taken home. I had to move in with friends. I lost my house. I lost everything. Oh, and I have to tell you this too. Like on the day, July 4th, we were having dinner with friends, and we were going to watch the fireworks after that. And so the fireworks didn't happen that night because it was like a terrible, terrible storm, so the fireworks got canceled. And when I look back, I see now that that was kind of a metaphor for what was about to happen in my life. The thunderstorms were coming. They were coming. The next day was the last time I saw him. He was arrested the day.
Oh, he listening though. He following. He even remember. He remember this night. He remember this night.
Very, very next day. You know, I didn't even know he was arrested. I couldn't get in touch with him later that day. Well, I'll tell you the rest later, how I got the phone call from jail and all of that. But we'll be back at 23 minutes after the hour with this live strawberry letter.
In this next call, Ernesto and Sonya finish up listening to the morning show.
Yeah,
You
my
will
girl.
also hear Ernesto reference the storm Shirley was talking about in the strawberry letter. Sonya then makes a statement about a hotel that Ernesto doesn't seem to like. Take a listen.
Let's take a listen.
Oh,
Hi.
okay. I missed the part. I got to the part he was talking about 2007.
And first, I love you, Ryan. Thank you. That's all I can say. Steve, to you, thank you, of course.
I can't hear that. Who's that?
Get out there and change things. Because I wish people stand up and back me. We ain't the world we live in. We live in a social media climate, and everybody's idea is to cast somebody down to get clips. And we just not going to sit here and let you clip this life away. And I'm not going to sit here no longer and let you destroy my wife's image and character.
Oh, he talking so hard. What you gonna do? I don't like Steve Harvey. This ain't about Steve Harvey. Go ahead.
It's hard. And we need each other to support each other to show love. Now, look, man, do I expect this to change anything? Probably.
Sweet for real. Nesto is not in tears because he never loved cotton candy. Really? You don't think that man? I'm willing to bet you that man was sniffling. Sweet. If her life was not where she traveled on the road very often, it would not have lasted so long. Shirley sees that storm as the sign. That boy, touche to that. He loved her status and money, but not Shirley. I don't know. I don't know. I may make that a title and specifically put my interest on him and her talking over their life. Nesto said something that I even have in common with him. Except he said he didn't really care for it, but he would do it. Now, that's what he said. I love doing it. And I'm about to do it, probably some of it tomorrow. And that's putting up the ornaments and stuff in the yard display. He always said he liked putting up the trees and the lights and stuff and everything. And he loved the kids. Uh-huh. He said he was the first one to hold the grandbaby. That's what he said.
No, but you know what? At least it feels good to say your piece. Sometimes, man, you just want to be able to say yes.
I tell you one thing. Shirley gets an award for never bringing up that god doggone Sonya in any capacity under the sun. Never mention her. Never mention anything. Period. That gotta hurt Sonya.
way more stuff happened to me. But you know, I just.
All right, then.
But if y'all were good,
Wait a minute, I want to back
it was
up.
a great situation
So now they got to get into the breakdown.
separating.
But
Or y'all
Nesto doesn't, there's something that Nesto doesn't understand the definition to. There's a word in there. He needs the definition.
Social media supply.
No, I'm done with you.
Okay. That's what I want to hear. Yeah.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
Hold on.
Thank you, of course. Way more stuff happened to me. But you know, I just found out my back. We used to have shit.
Maybe so sweet, but dang, even that has to get tiresome. If he sniffled, it was because he saw his money leaving. Oh my God.
Okay.
So what does a strange? What does that mean?
Estranged means you're not together, but it's not legally not together, meaning that y'all in the process of separating, or y'all will be legally separated. That's estranged.
Okay.
And that's what you're called until you're divorced. You're called estranged.
Okay. That's what I want to hear.
Period. MZJEJ. Period. Nothing about no infidel. Nothing. Gave Sonya nothing. Absolutely nothing to work with. She gave us
That's what it's called. Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. Okay, cool. What that mean?
See, Nesto didn't like that. Nesto, don't let her feeling check you. Be a man, boy. Don't let her feeling check you.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know how y'all were before you went to jail. So I don't know if it was a great situation.
You just told me what estranged means. That means that shit is coming. That's what that means.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying. I don't know if this situation is what crushed it. You get me? If it was good before the jail thing happened and then it destroyed it. And that's why I say because if it was already on the rocks and it's just added to it, then that's just, eye-opening. But if y'all were good, and don't say nothing because it ain't nobody's business, that's why I say that,
Oh, okay. I didn't know what. I just want you to explain to. You explain to me. Yeah. I mean, here's the deal. What I said. That man got no falls back.
Sonya not finna like this. Sonya not digging this. She wasn't expecting you to come down this road. Go ahead, though.
Come on now. I heard they done seen a whole lot out there in L.A. This is really nothing. They done seen a whole lot out there. So, all that was going on. I mean, hey, it ain't gonna stop. Folks gonna still out there. And what I say, black folks. What I say.
We said that yesterday. It's all black people on this shit. And the thing of it is
I always trying to put something. You know what? This ain't the time or the place.
Even they're so negative, it's crazy. They're so negative, it's crazy.
They gonna fire on his.
You said this comment shows he never talked about his marriage to Sonya. What do you mean?
I already know that. Me too.
They're gonna try, but they can't really.
So see, I know you not, but I gotta ask. You're not suggesting that Sonya just now is finding out from this Steve Harvey show that he was married, are you? Let me go up in the comments, make sure I didn't miss something. You might not even be talking to me. And if you're not, my fault. This comment shows he never talked about his marriage to Sonya.
Because by him talking and
let me ponder on that for a second.
Saying all of that, it kind of squashes all the lies and tell her. That's all it does. But when he did the backstory and he just said, look, I didn't have anything when I met her, and this is what it is, and we built this together, because they all been trying to say the whole thing was Margie's a gold digger, and she went from drug dealers to Steve. Steve had money. And, you know what I'm saying? That's what they was. So that was a whole back thing of what they were trying to build negativity on his face for, and who was he to talk? Because you know how he did his wife. You know how I was saying all that shit that I kept hearing and stuff. So, what else can you say? They can't say shit else. They can try, but he even said for them to make money, he was like they have to have so many views. But if everybody's saying the same shit, the thing is spread out. So only one person's gonna make this, and next person gonna make that. Like y'all doing all this to try to make money, you know, but it's ain't got nothing to talk about.
He said it. You said that too now.
Mm-hmm.
You said that too.
It's all for a click. They all want somebody to look at that shit, and then they keep telling you, just hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. You know, whatever. Why y'all?
Damn, that's what we be saying. Hey, you know what? Since Sonya brought it up, why don't y'all hit the like button? For the old boy. Not for Sonya, for me. Then she brung it up.
Keep telling lies and exaggerating and all that. But I'm glad she just addressed it. She kept it classy. She addressed her situation and then feed into the other bullshit that they talking about. Just like he did, you know. We ain't gonna talk about that stuff.
She does sound very, 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 very so, Ms.
Yeah. Well.
But what's bad is that all these charges is bullshit, and a person. This is the twist they're gonna put on it, I believe.
Okay.
What they gonna do? What they gonna do, Sonya? Let's see what they gonna do.
Well, if you're getting divorced, then it must be true, the charges. Because why else are y'all getting divorced?
Well,
other than the girlfriend situation that the secret ass prosecutor brought up last year in court, trying to get your bond high by saying, you know, you don't run off with your girlfriend and shit. So, although she didn't say nothing about that part, a smart person would say that's the reason. But the blog people gotta try to spin it.
Well, I consider my chat pretty smart. My chat pretty smart. Hold on one second, ma'am. Ma'am, I think they would beg to differ. But try it again.
Mm-hmm. It's all for a click. They all want somebody to look at that shit, and then they keep telling you, just hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
Oh.
You know, whatever. Why y'all keep telling lies and exaggerating and all that. But I'm glad she just addressed it. She kept it classy. She addressed her situation and then feed into the other bullshit that they talking about. Just like he did, you know. We ain't gonna talk about that stuff.
Yeah. Well.
But what's bad is that all these charges is bullshit, and a person. This is the twist they're gonna put on it, I believe.
Okay.
Well, if you're getting divorced, then it must be true, the charges. Because why else are y'all getting divorced?
Well.
Other than the girlfriend situation that the secret ass prosecutor brought up last year in court, trying to get your bond high by saying, you know, you don't run off with your girlfriend and shit. So, although she didn't say nothing about that part, a smart person would say that's the reason. But the blog people gotta try to spin it, of course, and they're gonna be like, oh, well, he must have did it because she's leaving him, yada yada yada. And what's she embarrassed about? If he didn't do it, he didn't do it, you know. But again, she can be embarrassed about the part you're talking about me, you know. So, but like I said,
damn. And I didn't even realize the very thing I was just talking about was right here on this very call. And you heard it for yourself. Caesar says, think about it. Some men will lie. We get a divorce. We separated. We live separate lives. We sleep in separate rooms. Sonya was temperature checking. There was something else. She did not know the history, so she was trying to see how they were. Okay. Ms. J says she's going to make sure she puts girlfriend in the conversation. She has to make herself relevant. Shirley did not. That's the point I was just making a few minutes ago. Totally forgot this was all in one call. So Sonya attempted to make herself relevant in it, just to plant that seed in his head. I wish he would have shut the hell up, because he was fixing to get ready to take the mic himself and speak from his version of it. It is his wife. Ms. J says she went so far, was this straw. Wait a minute. She went so far, this was the final straw that caused it. Where things good, I don't know, and he paid her dust. Cecina says Sonya thought the calls would end after a couple of months of bullshit. Shit, we on her ass. We on his ass too. We really on his ass. She just gonna be a casualty of the saga. Good thing she doesn't get paid to think. I know that's right. Yet they called Erica the initial girlfriend. I thought about that, Cecile, when she said it. When she said it, listen, if I could have yelled in there and I would have told Sonya, hey, Sonya, at that particular time, baby, you wasn't even, at that time, they were thinking Erica was the girlfriend. Did you forget, hun, dear, baby?
That'll probably be the spin they try to throw on it and shit. They dumbasses.
Well, I mean, she cleared herself.
Because she's a seed planter. She's a seed planter. And plus, she used to really talking to, like, kids. I mean, I heard her describe out the particular, her type of guys in their age bracket. Yeah.
She cleared what she got to clear. He cleared what he cut.
I mean, it did a lot. I feel like it did a lot, but I feel like it's still going to try. I mean, I watch how people move, so.
Queen of the South, my girl, my queen, Erica King. That what he said?
Like I sat in that court and I was watching how, them two was moving. And you can kind of see what's coming when you see how they move, And
how they move, Sonya? How they move?
Those are lies and bullshit. And it's all the same. Like, it's just everybody's lying. It's a lot of lies being told.
Well, what I will say this here, he did not coach them folks. He let them folks say what they want to say. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say shit. He didn't say shit. He didn't say nothing about me. Nothing. Period.
Right. It wasn't.
Shirley didn't say nothing about her. He didn't say nothing about you. That's a good even trade there.
Going to say anything about you, just like they didn't bring up the whole bodyguard rumor with his wife. They didn't talk about none of that. The infidelity rumors, which all he wanted to clear, and that's all he got.
He got 887 source. 887 source. 8874. At the time, Sonya may have still been searching for him. You talking about Someone want to jump on that? Hold on. Let me think now. Well, Sonya was in the picture when that little part she just quoted about what they said in the court. Let me read that again. At the time, Sonya may have still been searching for him. Let me move on. She just took that on, and that another moment defining her mentally. Okay. Yup, Erica King. I'm sorry, man. You right about it. Erica King. Yes, sir. She is always using the tactic seed planning with him. It doesn't work because he has his criminal senses of watching, listening, and reaching. However, he's still a man. And he still, even at that time, was in need and he saw some value in her. He saw some value in her. And then the rest, she won't let him talk anyway. So shit, she speak for him. I told you they be sounding like them Somalians and shit.
He had to clear up her character.
No disrespect if anybody's Somalian. I'm just saying. They be talking in 3s and 4s. You can't like make out what's going on.
Right.
That's it.
And he did a good job. He did a good job now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sonya was not a thought at the time that news hit. Wait a minute now. I'm talking about, let me pinpoint down what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that one particular court hearing when it came out about him running away to Dubai, Abu Dhabi, or wherever the hell he was going with the girlfriend. Yeah, she was in the picture by then. So see, unless me and you are talking about 2 different time frames. But in that particular court case, yeah, Sonya definitely was on the scene then. When Sonya wasn't on the scene would have been mostly in 22. When well, we know what she came on the scene. What she found him in September, that October, because quickly. Well, then you know what, fam. It just dawned on me. We are only specifically dealing with the Cobb County calls. We don't have access to the Fulton County. But I still stand on Sonya was definitely in the picture when they had that court case. And he was mentioned and it all came out. Yeah, she definitely was in the picture then. So see, say that man in jail playing the jailhouse game. But remember, women in jail play it too. That's why they call it the jailhouse game. Say less then. So see, say less. K Factor. If they were talking like Somalians, Nesto was 3 people, Saga was 24. Okay, all right, let me pull it together. Because this is serious shit. Let's pull it together. Nope. The news hit immediately. It was Erica King. That part I agree. Okay, that part I do agree. I don't have no problem with that. I just want to make sure, though, from what I read, I think Secedon said this. Or maybe we got said, but then again, it could have just been a little mix-up. That Sonya wasn't in the picture then. Sonya definitely was in the picture then. Yeah, that's how she got it. And then she's on the phone with Nesto telling him that everybody thinks that Erica is the girlfriend. She just hadn't been outed yet. But yes, she definitely was in the picture. Whatsoever said, what am I talking about? Whatsoever. We got said it was early before Sonya on one time. Sonya was in the shadows. Okay, that I agree. I agree with that. Hello. There's early calls regarding Dubai. Yeah, I think I have one of them that where he was talking to Shirley though. That was him and his wife talking, if I remember correctly. You know what? Let me just put about 70% on that. I think I'm about 70% right on that. I know it. I can't with them neither, boy. I can't. People did not know there was a Sonya until later once. Yes, I have no problem with that. However, the one particular part that I'm homing in on is when they had that court hearing, and it was alleged that and it was the bond hearing, and he was to alleged been trying to run away to Florida with the girlfriend and / or go to Dubai. I'm saying Sonya was in the picture. Then I will agree that, yeah, the phone call from prison part, and shout out the phone calls from prison. I said, shout out the phone calls from prison. Came later. Because Sonya definitely is on the phone telling Nesto about the whole girlfriend part and running away and everything, except she tells him that everybody thinks the girlfriend is Erica King. And then she goes on to say something to the effect of, if she was out, she was trying to make a comparison between how she looks based off of what Nesto tells her, Sonya, versus the mug shot in the picture of whatever it is they use for Erica King. I saw it. I know one of them she's talking about, right? Well, at that particular time, I stand on she definitely was in the picture. Yeah, I'm about sure of it. She definitely was in the picture, even if the phone calls had not been released yet. All right. So with that being said, finish up here. Let me finish this up.
I told you, you want to tell somebody something? Who did I say? Motherfucking Monica. Didn't I tell you?
Mm-hmm. And then Monica told everybody else, Monica got a big mouth. They just didn't tell that Monica told.
You. Yeah.
Monica got a big mouth. I was like, damn, bitch, what? Oh, my secret you done told. So you told them after I told you that. You ran and told them that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You can't hold water.
Nope. Throw her on the bus real quick.
You cannot hold water.
So
Monica told them.
So let me hear what your thoughts is. Let me hear what your...
Get this soft shit go.
I'm joking.
Oh, this is so goddamn.
It is Auburn versus
no, hell, it ain't no Auburn versus no goddamn body, boy. If you don't get up off my Auburn station.
And she's definitely right about that motherfucking big ass storm. That motherfucker was huge. She's about that part. You remember that storm?
No, I was in Florida riding my bike to the beach, and you said you was at a hotel.
What?
That's what you texted me.
Why would you say something?
Riding my bike to the beach, and you said you was at a hotel. No, I was in Florida riding my bike to the beach, and you said you was at a hotel.
Big ass storm. That motherfucker was huge. She's
about
that part. You remember that storm?
No, I was in Florida riding my bike to the beach, and you...
Whatever that shit, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I do not know exactly what the heck is going on in this little dialogue between them, but I do know this much. Whatever it was, Sonya was trying to make it clear. She was in one place while he definitely was in another claiming shit. I ain't lying.
You said you was at a hotel.
What?
Like, what would make him say what on that? So what if he said he was at a hotel? What's the significance there? What am I not getting? We still don't know it was a Sonya was just a blurry imagine. In my opinion, she entered the picture once we heard phone calls from prison. Well, let me see here. I have it in my archive. I have it in my archive in the one where I know I have when she first was outed and she was going off and she was very upset that some of the bloggers or somebody said she was a stripper. She like to went ape. You hear me? She like to went straight 8 on whoever said she was a stripper. My goodness, that child lost her mind. Well, what else, Sonya?
That's what you text me.
Why would you say something like that on the recorded phone line?
What in the world did she say on this recorded phone call that just turned him up like that? I don't think, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to put, I know I have not came up with an answer that I could just rest with. The only thing that it sounds like to me is, in one way or the other, Nesto was trying to alibi up and Sonya was trying to knock it down.
What? No, you were joking. They're trying to.
I just don't know what the significance of that was. It was last fall when we got all the background. I don't know. I think you need to go back one more year because a lot of you guys were already really on this subject. I'm the late one to come. Somebody wrote me and said, you late. And I told them I agree. Told them why too. This was some 2023 action right here because I've seen this stuff being put up. Now, let me openly admit this. Because I did come in late, I will openly admit, those of y'all that were following, y'all had to catch these phone calls as they were coming out. I, on the other hand, coming in late, I get to kind of like deal with them in a series. Boom, 22. Remember, part of my agenda was we supposed to have been falling down through 2024. And as I attempted to do that, and as more people were joining, I was forced to have to go back to 2023 to grab a couple of those clips so 2024 can make some sense. Because I'm telling you, it was a lot of bodies moving. You hear me? Nesto's bodies were dropping. Family member, spouse, homeboy for life, sons, daughters, cousins, aunties. I've never heard him on the phone with any of his siblings. I'm talking about even Salt and Pepper went back in the cabinet and shut the door. Salt and Pepper went back in. Or, I don't know, maybe phone call from prison do have some calls from Salt and Pepper. Nevertheless, 2024, Nesto lost some bodies. And Sonya didn't do nothing but ramp it up more and more and more. It even got to one point, I could have swore I saw somebody. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Matter of fact, if I'm gonna hold on, let me put my whole face up here. I want to go and see something somebody said earlier. I'm gonna find it easily. I don't want to give it away. I'm looking for one particular emoji. Oh, come on. Where is it? I glimpsed down at it. Oh, come on. Oh, boo. I think Nesto started doing some police activity later in 2024. I have a call where, call me crazy, but God dog, after he got mad at Lamont, I think my man tried Lamont. Yes, I do. I sure do. I sure do so much. If I could put my hands right on it. Let me see, can I put my hands on it? I said, dang, Lamont, you better stay out from around that boy. That boy that boy losing it. He losing it. He falling apart. He's becoming unhinged. Unhinged. Where is that thing at? All right, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Hold on 1 second. Let me try it this way. Tell y'all what. Y'all watching me here on the screen. Let me open up wide here and see, can I find what it is I'm looking for? No. No. No, that's where Sonya eased up on him. No, it wasn't there. No, it wasn't there. Wait a minute. Bingo. Here we go. Now wait a second. Let me shut this down. I'm gonna let y'all partake in this. Let them partake in this. Now let's see, is this it?
Even as hard as he come off, or you know what I'm saying, or what he tried, it's still a lot emotionally to deal with.
She talking about Lamont now.
Right.
And you know where you want to be in life, so you fighting that, and you got all these other issues going on. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot of shit. But he ain't now said one negative thing about the other folks.
Nesto was mad that Lamont didn't never say anything about Shirley's daughter, and was saying how much she didn't like the fact that Nesto didn't like the fact that at this time, and this is that's just February the 12th of 2023.
He said he was just with them folks.
He don't. I think he don't get too involved. I get that from him.
He get enough. Yeah, he knows enough.
He doing some police shit right here.
And that one thing I do, those two involve a lot together. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That person respects that person. That's what I'm trying to say. The older one respected.
See, now if he was going to protect his brother, he'd be like, "Nah, he don't know anything." He ain't say that though.
Younger one.
He ain't say that.
Going on. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot of shit. But he ain't now said one negative thing about the other folks. He said he was just with them folks.
He don't. I think he don't get too involved. I get that from him.
He get enough. Yeah, he knows enough.
This is actually a longer conversation here to really draw this in, but on that note right there, yeah, old Nesto had done started, got doggone. He I think the boy was really starting to fall apart. He was. Let's see. In the chat, he says, let's see. That girl says amen to something. His sister definitely doesn't mess with him. I know it. That's weird. That's weird. Remember the one guy came to visit him, like the Pink Panther, and we never said, oh yeah, they helped me out with Daryl earlier. He probably scammed them years ago. That's a good possibility. His daughter don't mess with him either. I know it. He got the one that sound like she was, I think that's the oldest one. And then one of them, he from what I heard, he better not even be saying nothing to that one child. Lamont used to talk about Shirley's daughter. Lamont be talking about everybody. They all be talking about each other in one form or fashion, really. He talking about Dion. Nope. I don't think so on this one, Seceding. I will mark this down and we'll climb through this one. But he definitely, and Sonya was talking about Lamont, not Dion on this one. I'm about 98% for sure. There's a little bit more to this. I did this in clips on that particular subject, and I'll put that on my to-do list. I'll put it on my to-do list. Anyhow, that time has come for me to get ready to gather myself to get ready for another day. Now, it is my hopes. I think I done it last Friday. One thing I enjoy for some reason is that Dion respects Shirley. Lamont never respected Shirley. Well, actually, on that call right there, they were just in the process of explaining how Lamont had not too long just took Shirley out. And Shirley had a good time hanging out with Lamont. I don't know what the relationship was prior to these calls as far as Shirley, Lamont, how they really perceived each other. I want to say some other things, but I have no support and evidence, so there's no need of me even going there. I'm not here for that. But I think I heard a little something that kind of indicated that, I'm going to just say it this way. Wait, who wrote that? Seceding, you said Lamont used to talk about Shirley's daughter. I think if you move one word out of that, I believe so. I believe so. Lamont laughed about taking them out. Well, he probably did, but well, ain't no probably. Yeah, he was, and he was really just talking about how much he had cut up and cussed the person out and all of that different stuff at the club, and how Shirley said this is the most fun she's had in a long time and all of that. Well, when it leads up to this call, Lamont was not there to help support Shirley. He went out she went out with them once. True. Yes. As far as I know, I am totally agreeing with you. They went out once. I'm not going to lie. Lamont is a hard, because at first, listening to him, oh man, that's going to put me all up in a spin. Anyway, let me just say it this way. When I first listened to Lamont, I had to first try to figure out, is this really his brother or somebody he's calling his brother? 2, what is his affiliation to Nesto? You know what I'm saying? How is this whole thing of, how much is bond? 100, oh, that ain't no problem. $100,000, $300,000 ain't no money to him. Then the most realest call that I have heard Lamont on, when Lamont was breaking down that bond, he moved all that fluff talk, all that bullshit out the room and told Nesto straight up. Nesto said, well, just bring the money on down here. I'll work out the people to come sign the bond. And Lamont doubled down on him, told him, no, sir, it's not that simple. You gotta, each one of those 10 people have to be able to secure $1 million bond. So I said all of that to say this. I had a hard time trying to figure out Lamont's role into this, if he really was intended on helping Nesto, had it would have been a lightweight. I mean, there are some things here in this judicial system in dealing with him that is a little different than I've seen. Nevertheless, and he is supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. With that being said, I could not get my head quite wrapped around if Lamont, I know Nesto got highly heated with him, and we will be going over that too. But I don't know the exact role that Lamont was supposed to have been playing in this all along. Nesto did make the point that Shirley only care about you, Lamont, and Dion. Didn't he say so? Didn't he say so now? He said that, right? Isa said Lamont is an blank. He talks entirely too much shit about, and at times to women. Yeah. I can see. Yeah, he is a rough mouth joker. Cecina says Dion went on and on about how nice Shirley was and how he remembered her giving his mom candles. He respected her. Yes, he did. The only thing I'm kind of charging him with on this is he did not follow up with Shirley like he had promised her he would. And number two, in one breath, Dion he talking shit about his cars. How many cars he got. But when it came time for Shirley to get a car from him, she never got one from him. I'll say it again. All them cars he talking about he had, even Nesto was looking forward to him like, yeah, that would have been a good look. He did not. They were definitely not talking about Lamont in this conversation. Yes. They both, all right. Here we go. Let me hit that. Let me hit this.
And that one thing I do, those two involve a lot together.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That person respects that person. That's what I'm trying to say. The older one respects the younger one. You got what I'm saying now? Yeah. So that's what it is. I don't really worry about when people that things seem like it ain't going their way, they get emotional. They will start talking to everybody, start running their mouth. You know how I go. But sometimes you can't let that bother you. You got to see I go by the actions. Actions is everything. All that here shit.
Show be the tell.
Show be the motherfucking tell.
Show be the tell.
Guess what you came here and brought me some more delight information, and guess what? That's more for me. Somebody's finally listening to what I'm saying. You got what I'm saying now?
I always listen to what you say.
She don't look convinced. She don't look convinced, Nesto. But anyway.
Yeah. So I'm not worried at all. Shit, I'm not. Cause guess what? I am a borderline somebody. I have some kind of voice.
You somebody regardless. On your
know what I mean.
Everybody's somebody. No, you somebody.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
You're not an addict. You're not an alcoholic.
I ain't got none of that going on.
What you did in your past is your past. It's so many people out here that been to jail. This one guy's a news commentator, and that's all he's talking about, the injustice.
Oh, no, we ain't getting off into them injustice. Hold on.
Right?
Yeah. But what I'm finna say, I'm not worried about that on the other end.
Remember when Sonya and Lamont was playing the trick shit on the phone? Go back some. Yeah, you're right about it. Yeah.
I don't know. What's he concerned about?
The angle I get from it is, which I would say to that, if I was your brother,
That's why I need my magazine.
That's all I really needed. They're not talking about Dion. They're not on here.
Focus on that other stuff.
You're supposed to call me last night and tell me what books you wanted so I could go to the bookstore and get them for you.
So you're riding today? What you riding in today? The new boy?
The Tesla. I'm in her Tesla.
Oh, you ain't seen your son's car yet?
He picked me up yesterday. He was right outside as soon as I left. He was outside waiting on me.
Did you drive? I know you had to drive.
This morning, so I cut his hair, shaped it, faded it up, gave him a nice haircut, and he went to work looking cute today.
Okay, that's good. That's wonderful. I like that. You keep it moving.
Start dating a little, but I told him just watch out for crazy exes. jealousy, envious type people. Make sure she ain't crazy and make sure she ain't got nobody crazy in the background.
No, that's true.
A lot of crazy ass dudes out here.
Shit, they crazy everywhere. Shit, is anything walking right now crazy. Yeah, I like some glasses. Them glasses is hot. That makes my day. Yeah, them fly right there. Yeah. So he called you to tell you that. Okay.
Now, right here. Let's get the chat straight right here. That he is talking about right here, right now. He's talking about Lamont. Are we in agreement or not?
He's still concerned about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's he concerned about?
The angle I get from it is, which I would say to that, if that was,
cause you know Dion ain't fooling with Sonya like that.
if I was your brother, I would say.
If I was your brother, I would say they're talking about Lamont. They are on this one.
We ain't gonna worry about that. I got you. We'll do something together when you get out.
That's what she would say. If I was in Lamont's shoes, and based off of, from what I understand, whatever businesses, whatever it is that Lamont deals in, and how he make his money, Sonya breaking it down, what she would say if she was in Lamont's shoes.
And we'll, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be like, you need to do whatever you need to do to be on that. You know what I'm saying? Because
now, Sonya didn't like Dion or Lamont suggesting to Nesto he need to stay with his wife. I bet you we can all agree to that.
Right.
Okay, if it's out, it's out. If it's over, it's over. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit out here we could do together.
Right.
That's what I would do.
It's a whole lot
so
of
I'm
shit out here.
thinking, well, his whole mentality is he don't want the burden.
Well, first of all, he don't need the burden because his burden ain't my burden.
You said that wrong, Nesto. Straighten them out, Sonya.
You're not his burden. For that. That's what you want to say, right?
I know some of these calls so well.
Right. So he and I kind of thought that's what he was getting at all the while, because I'm sitting here like, you know, but I don't know him to know until he said yesterday this is what he was worried about, and I was like, I ain't got nothing to say to that, you know. That's you and his conversation.
Well, he should have had everything set up so we can have a conversation, correct? Okay then. So he don't have to go through you to tell you what he need to tell me, because that don't.
Lamont like calling old girl. He sent her what's the correct word I can use? Pick. Huh? He sent her a fill in the blank picture. How about that?
Makes no sense to me anyway.
He didn't say
that way they can't put it on us. Lamont sent her a fill in the blank picture.
He didn't say it to tell you. He was just talking about it. He didn't say relay a message. He don't
listen. Lamont be on some slick shit him damn self concerning you, old girl. Y'all already played the little trick on Nesto where he was trying to call Lamont. You sold Lamont out and told Nesto, yeah, when you was trying to call your brother, he was on the phone with me the whole time. Ha, 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 ha. That's what she said.
Was saying, you know, man, that's, you know, and he needed, because that's his, and I was just like, okay.
No, yeah, I bet you said more than just okay, because you.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm okay. I done put enough seeds in. Man, some folks can't even get out here with $500. $500.
That's why they need to do away with it.
Huh?
You couldn't get out with doggone $70,000-$80,000 goddamn dollars, boy.
They need to do away with bond. That shit is crazy. Unless it's something serious, where you're looking at 10 years plus, the people need to just get out.
Yeah. So
they need to change all of that.
So here's the thing. You get on the phone and tell me what I should not worry about, and I got people love me. Or you shouldn't be telling me that other shit. That makes no sense to me, right? Okay then.
My thing is, right, it's like call, and if it's there, it's there. If it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, but here's another
And you
thing.
ain't gonna
One
worry
thing I
about
do
it.
say. One thing I will say. You put the thing in the perspective. If it was a child, they'll do anything. If there was a child, they'll do anything. So get what? I'm the child. So
You, this boy crazy. I ain't touching this right here no more. No sir, Bob. No sir. No sir. No sir. No. No. Sonya was trying to blame those pictures on Lamont and off Nesto. That's a food for thought. I'll take that into consideration. But I'm talking about this one particular picture that Lamont sent to Sonya of himself, then claimed it was by, what did he say? It was by, yeah, I think he wound up resting with it was a mistake or something. I'll go find it. He can't get $10 tennis shoes. Ms. J, we're going to leave that man we're going to leave him alone. Connie, Nesto, what you breathing for? Connie, I don't know where you been. You just came in and just like, it was definitely got doggone. On that one, y'all, it was definitely Lamont. However, listen, I am still working to get caught up to 2024. My agenda is I'm going to drag that Negro just because I'm qualified and I can, right? The rest of it is going to play out and we all going to be partaker of the fruit, right? Sonya, I'm afraid, most likely has already moved on. We might jump up the date. There's about 2 calls I want you to hear the energy. We're going to do a back then and what it sounds like now. What it sounds like now and what it sounded like back then. That's what we're going to do. Until then, if you're about to leave, but the chat normally stay up running, right? I want, if you did not hit the like button coming in, I will appreciate it most certainly if you hit it going out, right? My name was Kaazon. I was in charge of the K Factor tonight. And my chat is the Supreme Court. They keep me in line. That's how we doing it over here. We still sitting at 68 degrees outside on a clear night here Thursday on the Gulf Coast, Pensacola, Florida, where I reside.
Beat money.
My plan is to jump in because I have some things to do anyway tomorrow, right? I'm going to take a nap. I ain't slept since 75, right? I'm going to take a nap. And I took some notes here. And I'm going to try to go and dive in and grab at least 5 of these things. 5 of them. I'm going to try. And we're going to do the Friday ride to work with the K Factor. It's okay to subscribe. It's safe over here. I encourage the chat. Get involved.
Beat money.
To Ms. J, Cecile, Isis, Connie. Did I already say sweet? Father Shaw. Listen, I appreciate y'all sliding through. All the rest of the viewers that came through looking, didn't say nothing. We doing it over here. That's right. I have not been to sleep. Like, went to sleep. I ain't went to sleep since 1975. I was born in 72. I'll tell you one day in a book. No, but seriously, I enjoyed you guys tonight, as usual. My name was Kaazon, and again, I was in charge of the K Factor. Any questions or concern, always feel free to email me at kaazon@gmail.com. My folks put a lot of work in my name. I don't have no underscores. There's no numbers. There's no nothing. Just kaazon@gmail.com. I've ran into a few that said, I want to get in behind this. You have a CashApp. KaazonSr or KaazonSr. CashApp. CashApp at KaazonSr. I want to give a shout out to my chat. When I say we be rocking and rolling in here, we be rocking and rolling. I love this. I love this. Until the next time, y'all be safe. Lock your doors. Lock your doors. You got your first cold front coming through if you're in the South. If you're in the dirty, dirty. The birds swoop south of Georgia for the summer. Got a cold front coming through, I believe, Monday morning. Until the next time, again, if you didn't hit the like button coming in, please hit it going out. Don't cost you nothing. Be safe out there. We'll talk to you. Hopefully, my plan in the morning on the ride to work, dragging Nesto's ass. Peace it up. Y'all have a good one.
Beat money. Beat money.